another one of the After Effects for Dummies tutorials here on Little Clips Tutorials. Okay, now this time we're doing what's called a first person muzzle flash, sorry. They're also known as a advanced muzzle flash, so if you've been seeing advanced muzzle flash, then it's the same thing. By the way, I would recommend not just checking one video. If you're checking for tutorials, check more than one. It's the same thing. I hate to promote other people's videos, not really, I don't mind, but yeah, whatever. Now, first person muzzle flashes are effectively when you have the gun obstructing where you want the muzzle flash to be. Now, this requires a certain type of stock footage. In this case, it's always called straight stock footage, first person stock footage, front muzzle flash, whatever. In this case, we've got a video one. However, if you watch our other tutorial, I'm saying because as far as I'm aware, I haven't got anyone else to help me out at the moment. But if you watch that, then you'll know how to place footage on. Okay, so here we go. We've got my pre-keyed muzzle flash straight. As you can see, I'm trying to put it on the end of the gun. That doesn't work. The gun's in the way. So what you've got to do is you've got to do something called masking. It's very simple. And what you're going to do is you're going to click the base footage and press Ctrl D. And it just duplicates the layer, copies the layer, makes a thing above it. Then you're going to cut down this layer so it takes exactly the same amount of time as your muzzle flash. However, if you got like a smoky one, where the smoke lasts forever, if you want to cut it down a bit, that's fine. Okay, so now you've got this, and just so as you know, you cannot drag this around. If you drag this around, then the footage will be out of time. If you want to move the footage, you need to cut it and expand it. So if I wanted to move it to the right, I just do it like this. Oh, no, that's wrong, sorry. Don't do it like that, don't drag it. Cut it, like so. Otherwise, your top footage is out of time with the bottom footage, and there's a big jump. Anywho, remember what I was saying about layers before? Well, that's what applies here. This is the bottom layer. So, every time except this bit here, except now, this is the layer that shows. And then the muzzle flash is underneath the other layer, this top layer here, which goes over the top of the muzzle flash. As you can clearly see, it's over the top of the muzzle flash. Now this muzzle flash I'm going to cut down because it's easier with first person muzzle flashes to use a picture rather than like a video for your stock footage. Now, first things first, what you can do is you can select your duplicated stock footage, which is over the top of your other one, and you're going to click this here pen tool. Now this should open masking, or it could do that, which it sometimes does, which is incredibly annoying. Okay, so just make sure you've got that selected. Yeah, I know I've got that selected now. So that, and this should work, and if it doesn't, I will have to pause video and yeah, I'm gonna have to pause the video and fix this. Probably is recording now. Anywho, I figured it out, and I think I've got it to work. So, yes, you have to have. It turns out you have to have the thing over the image at the start. So yes, click this tool here, and then, as you can see, you get this yellow outline. I'm just gonna draw all around the weapon, and you're gonna go into more detail than I am here, obviously. Oh, that was the wrong button. If you accidentally do something wrong, it doesn't really matter. And I generally just trace the solid if I'm unsure, but in this case I'm not going to. Because it's a handgun, of course it's smaller, you need to trace the entire thing. Also it's closer to the camera than if it was further away. If it was further away from the camera, then you wouldn't necessarily have to go the whole thing. Okay, so there you go, there's the handgun. Now it's all masked out. And watch this. There you go. Now, you'll clearly have taken a lot more time to mask it, so yours won't quite look like mine where it's got a funny edge. But, now, when you go through, we run the footage, there you go. It's there. It shoots, it's completely, it's timed very much, timed wrong in this instance. That is pretty much how you do a first person muzzle flash. So yeah, that's how you do first person muzzle flashes. I'm not going to render a final version for this one. Actually, I might as well. So remember, you will go into render queues there. I didn't know that was render queue. Click, make sure you got it selected, composition, make movie, and then just set where you want it to go again. FPS muzzle flash. And just put video. That's what I'm going to call it this time. Save. Change the settings on here. In this case, I'm happy with video for Windows because, of course, I'm just putting it into my other editing software. Then just click render, and it's done. There you go. That's how you do a first-person muzzle flash. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will enjoy watching more of the After Effects for Dummies tutorial series.